at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of all the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. And it's only 8 a.m. I won't do it for the ground. I know I'm on a man. I'm my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. How are we doing? How are we doing, Zoom guys? How are we doing, YouTube chat? Let's get it. Good morning. What's good, Lobster Crew? Yes, sir. Let's see what we got in here. Let's see what we got. I have one humble request from GJ to give us some volume today. That's my only humble request. Let's let this calendar load. Let's see what we got today. Today is the 10th of the 10th. And it's clean day today, you know, nothing really we have to worry about. A little bit of speech here. This could have some impact on the market. Hopefully we know around roughly what time this is coming at. Because in Europe they just called off $760 million a deal because of all of the tensions going on in the Middle East. So it is an orange folder, but it could turn out impacting the market a little bit heavy here. So I want to see what ends up happening. FOMC member, it's not till 9 p.m. anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, this might be interesting to see what they say about that. But they don't give us a time. But, I would expect it to be a little bit after London Open or something. We can always check on Financial Juice if anything happens. So we're all good. So yeah, let's go have a look at what's going on the charts here. As always, you know the drill. And we start off on the daily time frame. See what we got. Daily is closing bearish here. No top wick on this candle. Now we have to remember that this daily candle was not only formed by price action, it was also formed by a gap, right? So this daily candle was also formed by a gap, right? And we have to keep that into consideration, that this is not all bearish pressure from price action. It is also caused by a gap. Moving down to the 4-hour time frame, we will see that what we have established is we've established a support, right? So we've tapped the top of the range, established a support, and now it's kind of in this decision mode where it wants to make a decision. Do we want to create a resistance and continue down now, or do we want to start breaking above this high and continuing towards the upside? So this is a very weak 4-hour candle close. It's not enough to tell me that sells completely make sense. I'm going to still consider this a mixed bias, even though this does count as a bearish close, and we can look at it as a bearish bias session. I have to keep in consideration that the gap did cause a bearish candle close on the daily. So if we remove the gap, it might be different scenario, right? So we can't consider that too much into our analysis. Secondly, we anyways play above the high and play on the low, because this is kind of like a setup 3. If you look at what's been happening at the market, it looks more bullish than bearish at the moment in terms of posturing. We have a support at the bottom of the range. The next 4-hour candle closing bullish. This week bearish. It looks like a beautiful setup 3. Break of the high. We can fill the wick and continue. So I'll keep that into consideration, and we can start bringing back all of our levels here. And when you go down the time frames, you'll start noticing that we do have a 1-hour resistance here that I do want to mark, just to keep an eye out on. All right, so we mark that. Don't know why it came that color. Let's make it like this. Right, and we mark this as 1-hour resistance. Perfecto. So that's our 1-hour resistance. Just need to keep that at the back of the mind. Can be used as a target. It's pretty close target, but what to do? This is what we're trading with. This range is pretty nice here. I do think if we get a close above, we could see a drive at least to this, which is 9 pips away, allows us to manage the trade. And if we do get a push, we do have a 19 pip range. So it would make sense. The 4-hour high, where is exactly the 4-hour high? Right here, yeah. So anything breaking the 4-hour high, which would be this wick. Let's go accurately see exactly which wick it is. Yes, it is this wick right here, not this one. It's this one. So anything closing above this high, I could be interested to see some buys, because it would be setup 3 to fill this wick, get to the 1-hour, and then eventually get up to here. A little bit choppy though. It is a little bit choppy in the markets here, and yeah, a little bit choppy. But for sells today, I don't like selling into this rejection zone. We can see every time we dip down into it, rejection, dip down into rejection. Tough here, and this is not enough range to sell, because I'd want to be below the wick. The same concept that we use for the upside to be above the wick, I'd want to be below the wick here, and it only gives me 9 pips to here, and then I don't have target. Unlike this, I have 9 pips to this 1-hour resistance, and I have more targets to hit. So I rather sell below here, because below here I do have a nice range of around 20 pips here. So 20 pip range to trade, and it makes sense, Looking on the 4-hour, that would also come back down to the 4-hour support, and it would be down below the weekly support, which is a nice zone, right? That we want to be below for sells. Makes sense to sell below the weekly support, and yeah, you know, I don't want to be selling into the weekly support, especially when I only have 9 pips. Otherwise, you know, 30-minute close above will also work, and that is basically the plan here for GJ. Pretty simple plan, nothing too complicated. And yesterday we saw volume around 10:30, so I'm looking around there to see if we can get a possible setup. If not, you know, gold is of course moving here, you know, and it's a little bit volatile. This is a gap. You guys have to understand on your broker, this should be a gap here. Let me see exactly how the gap looks like, so I can show you guys. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's not a gap. Yeah, it's clean. So that's just a bullish pressure on the open here. We don't have a gap, so that is good. This is just bullish pressure on the open. And yeah, I mean, this came over last night while I was sleeping. Nice little push up here. This was a beautiful setup. This close above here. Close outside the range. Support creation. Setup 3. Wait for the break of the high. You literally just have a buy stop here. Waited, and boom, buy stop would have been activated, and you get a very nice move. This would have been beautiful, you know, but this was at, you know, a little bit later here around 11 o'clock, so too late for me. 16 pip stop for a 80 pip target. Yeah, I would consider that a good trade. Now at the moment we're at the range. Now what the people won't understand here is look where we're at, guys. We are at this resistance right around here. So this could be considered a whole zone. This is the resistance. Yes, we have closed, but we're in this resistance right here, right? And this is our kind of 4-hour zone right now. So we can consider this whole zone of 4-hour resistance. I'm actually going to put it here like this, right? So this is our 4-hour resistance where we're rejecting. A lot of people are going to try sell from here, although it makes sense, but at the end of the day, very risky with all this bullish pressure and what's been going on. We need more information. We don't even have a proper 1-hour structure here. This is the first time we are breaking structure and we're immediately faking out, which is normally what happens when we break first structure. Look at the daily close, guys. You're fighting a very strong daily candle. This you think that one 4-hour candle is enough to fight this daily candle? It's not, right? It's not. This one daily candle is not enough to fight. So we have to consider, you have to consider that yes, also trading in this range can be an option, but it's messy now. You can get stuck in something like this, can happen in London again. So it's very, very tough. For me, I prefer to trade breakouts. As you can see, that's where the volume is coming in, is in breakouts in this scenario. We're seeing the range be very inconsistent, but when we break out the range, it's very simple moves. So above here would make more sense for me, and leave the range, because the range for me is not really worth it. Even breaking this high around 12 pips, I don't really care for 12 pips. But if we break above here, see what we got. You know, you can see we have some action here. You know, this is a clean candle if I've seen one, and you can at least look to pop up into these levels around here, right? So that would be the option if we break above the range. For sells, I need more structure. I'm not really inclined at selling this. You know, I'm not really inclined at selling this. It's not something I want to do just yet. Probably if I was to sell gold, I would need to see some price breakdown from where it is, like here, pull back, and then go at the break of the second structure here to continue down bearish, maybe into these zones. I very well know this could retrace here, but I'm not interested in that, just because of the possible risk of news coming out and price goes up. Because if you're taking longs and news comes out and price suddenly shoots up, well, guess what? You're jumping up and down in your chair. You're not worried. But if you're trying to be a smartass and say, oh, I'm going to short the market, and then when you short the market, what's going to happen is that you're going to, you know, if some news comes out, then you're going to see some massive move. So yeah, there's a gap on the place you mark for our resistance. Not on my broker, man. There's no gap on my broker there. Not sure. Maybe it's broker to broker, but on my broker, I have no gap there. Only gap was the one down here. So yeah, that's the plan on gold. Pretty simple plan on gold. Basically waiting for above the highs is what I would prefer to trade on gold. To get above the highs makes more sense for me. You mean there's a gap here to the left? Let's see. Oh, there's no gap on my broker, man. Only gap is the one over the weekend, which we have to consider that at some point can be filled, right? We have to consider at some point that can be filled as well. So, but you know, that's not really a question until we start breaking the structure here. You know, yeah, sells can make sense. I just don't want to put myself in that position. I'm not going to try fight that daily candle until I see something solid, right? Until I see maybe a solid 1 hour candle, maybe a 5-minute pullback, and then I can try, you know, then I can try to take that trade. But, you know, I'm not too comfortable with that. Doesn't make too much sense. The gap is on 4-hour time frame. All right, let me check my 4-hour time frame. No gap, guys. I have no gap. Not sure what you guys are looking at. No, no gap. We just don't want to get... The reason why I don't want to trade the range is I don't want to get caught in this chop here. This chop is not good. This is what we could expect to happen here, and that's where you don't want to be... that's where you don't want to be caught. I use IC markets and the gap. I don't have a gap. I don't know where you guys are seeing a gap. Can someone send a screenshot? These are how my charts look. There's no gap. Yeah, there's a gap down here, but that's way far away. The gap down here. So yeah, that's the analysis for the pair, guys. Pretty clean, pretty simple. Now we just wait for our setups. You know the drill. If you haven't already, consider doing the YouTube business. How much of us in here? Almost 500 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. If you guys can leave a like on the stream, really would appreciate it. We have 500 of us in here, only 98 likes. If we could get that up and just do the YouTube business so I don't have to ask, right? So I don't have to ask. Get up to 250. Really would appreciate it. You know the drill, guys. YouTube business, part of the game. Hate to ask, but you know the drill. Yeah, gold futures will have gaps, of course. Will you check my plan? Of course, man. Wait for break 15-minute of the high, target next 30, 14 pips. Yes, close 75. Yeah, for sure. Same plan as me. Looks good. Looks good. Oh, you guys are talking about GJ. There's a gap on 4-hour time frame. We're looking at gold, guys. Maybe you guys are talking about GJ. Let's see. No, just yesterday's gap, guys. Just yesterday's gap. Nothing today. Guys are playing games with me, huh? Can I give my view on Gbpjpy USD? Why don't you give your view and I'll tell you if I agree or not? There's a gap on 4-hour on both from yesterday, guys. You guys are really lagging here. You guys are lagging. You need to stop lagging. It's from yesterday that gaps. Come on, guys. Wake up. It's Tuesday today. GBPUSD filled the gap now. Let's see what we got going. Daily's closing bullish here. 4-hour time frame is where at the top of the range. Yeah, a little bit tough here. Yeah, not the best price action here on GBPUSD. I'd probably be looking for, even sells are tough at the moment, even though we're at the top of the range. There could be potential sells here below 1.22226. But buys is even hard, you know. I don't, it's tough. I'll probably say, you know, sells maybe sells make sense maybe below this area here. Chat is lagging. Yeah, you're talking about yesterday? Yeah, you're telling me, of course, yesterday doesn't matter. If we're gonna go fill that gap, then we will trade that accordingly. Easy move on NAS 100. All I trade London sessions, so London sessions not the best for NAS. NAS is great in New York. Never mind the gap, as they say London Underground. Yeah, it's mind the gap. UJ buy if the next candle closes above. Let's see what UJ is doing. Oh, that's a messy daily on UJ. Damn. Yeah, that makes sense, man. Definitely makes sense. Needs to close above this resistance though. 148768. Yeah, this resistance here, and then it makes sense with the 4-hour coming outside of the bottom of the range. Hey Harry, can you do a little analysis on how the war might affect the pairs? Well, it's just, you have to understand what pairs will it affect. So since we're seeing investors, mostly institution funds, they're trying to put their money in somewhere safe because of uncertainty. It's mainly hedging, protecting their positions, making sure that they are protected, because as the Western side, as all of America and stuff start to get involved in this, they want to make sure that everything is protected. So in order for them to be protected, they're going to put their assets or their money basically into safe haven assets. So what are the safe haven assets? They're going to be gold, and the JPY is the main ones, right? And that's why you saw some JPY strength come in. That's why we opened with a gap here, is because we saw money come into the JPY, leaving us with a gap. And that's why gold is pumping, is because we're seeing money flow into gold as a safe haven asset. So yeah, that's basically why we're seeing that now. Whether that's already done and now we start to see a sell-off, that's the next question. But that's why you can't rely on the news. You just trade what technically happens, and then you can just use that as an advantage to maybe hold runners or to try give yourself bigger targets, you know, because that could make sense. Like normally you'd want to, like if this had a lot of volume in the market, like I've seen news when we had all of that, the war between Russia and all of this stuff come out, price was just moving, man. 1 minute candles, 90 pips, 90 pip 1 minute candles, you know, 60 pip 1 minute candles. Like this is not, there's no volume here. Like you would be we would be pushing trades hard now, you know, we would just be looking for 1 minute candles closing above here, running a stop back inside the range and holding it. So it's basically what happens. We're seeing is that price ranges during the whole day, and then market open, we see volume come in. Boom, volume comes in, market open, ranges maybe, New York continues. Or we could see London slowly trickle down here and sell off, and then by New York you could pick up back towards the upside. But that's why I prefer trading above the range here. And for me, it's too early to sell. That's too much of a risk. You've already seen the first fake out. Everyone probably tried to sell on this wick, thinking they're going to be smart. You saw it yesterday, even with structure, right? Look how good this looked yesterday. Not only did we close below yesterday, we pulled back up, retested, then closed bearish again and closed below. Nope, faked out again, and then we closed below for the last time and then faked out again. Like, you would have got absolutely sent to destination fucked if you tried to sell this. And what ended up happening is buys played out. So I'm not in a rush to sell. Not in a rush to sell. I'm happy to take the same breakout trade here. Range forms, take the breakout. It's your easy option, right? And when you're wrong quick. You know exactly where you're going to be wrong, and it will be nice and easy. Why is the JPY a safe haven currency? Because they run negative interest rates. If you go look at the world, the whole world, NZD 5.5, USD 5.5, GBP 5.25, the CAD 5, Euro at 4.5, and so on. But the JPY is running at negative interest rates. That's why if you hold JPY longs, right? I mean, GJ longs, you're going to get paid, right? Because of the negative interest rates. So they prefer to keep money, use the JPY as a safe haven currency. We have some speeches, huh? GDP we have on Thursday. Interesting. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be back. Lubiz. Surprise Harry with 300 likes. Have they done it? Let's see. Not even 200. Do you ever take two trades or more at the same time? Example, GJ and UJ. That's the whole reason I don't trade two pairs, is that I don't want to have my risk spread across two pairs. I rather have full risk on one pair instead of half-half, because if the other one doesn't play out and one plays out, it sucks, because then you lose, you make less. And then the other one's lost, so you're break even for the day for doing work. Whereas if you just take one trade on one pair, you either win or lose, and then you can look for another position and repeat, right? This is the exact same thing that happened yesterday, guys. Remember, we had the Frankfurt Open came, 1 hour open, no bottom wick. Then pushed up heavy, and then ended up making a bottom wick later. You guys remember that? So we'll probably see something similar here. We'll probably see the 1 hour push up, make a heavy top wick, and then come back and eventually make its own bottom wick here. Thanks for showing how to be calm and patient. I made a good trade. Nice one, man. Nice one. Yeah, so here's this push. We saw this yesterday. Exact same move yesterday. Gave a push and then ended up rejecting at some point. So this is where people FOMO into the move, and then it should end up rejecting if it follows the same pattern as yesterday. Remember, 4-hour high is still not broken. I would love to see it make a bottom wick before the 4-hour high is broken. Would be nice. And then we even if this close bearish and the next one close above, is very, very nice. See what we got here. Country with negative interest rates? Yes. How do you know? Yeah, from yesterday. That's why I'm betting on yesterday, basically, that what happened yesterday. But I'm not gonna take a trade based off that. Swiss franc is also a safe haven, yes, but it's not as easy to buy as the JPY. The JPY is a much easier safe haven. Is trading legit? Your name is Forex Bro. Why would you name yourself Forex Bro if you didn't think trading is legit? All the way from Romania, trying to become a profitable trader? Yes, sir. That's the goal. Wish you the best on your journey. This is the same shit we saw yesterday. This push here. Problem is, I hope it doesn't fill our range. If it fills our range, this really sucks. This really sucks. We want to reject and make a bottom wick now so that we can take this 15-minute close in 11 minutes. Does negative interest rates? No, it applies to all JPY pairs. Do the giveaway today. I blown my account. It doesn't make sense, man. You have a smaller chance of winning your giveaway than you do of, I don't know. It's a very small chance to win the giveaway. You specifically, right? Are you only live in YouTube? No, we have live on Zoom as well. So after the YouTube ends, Zoom chat continues. But in terms of socials, yes, I'm only live on YouTube social. How to make a trade journal like me? Just copy the one I have. Just go file, make a copy, and use it yourself. File, make a copy, and then you can use it yourself. Well, that sucks. Just eaten up all the range we wanted to trade. We do have this range though, so it's not too bad. Problem is it looks like shit on the 15. But we could take above the 30-minute. Right, that could be an option. Above the 30-minute to this wick. How much do we have to the 15? Above the 30-minute resistance somewhere here. Yeah, same, 8-9 pips. Was this a 4-hour setup on GJ? Yes, it was, but we're not trading the 4-hour. You'd have to run 4-hour stops. I mean, you could run 4-hour stops here. 21 pips. Yeah, it's not that bad. But you have to hold it through the whole day. You know, for it to make sense. But yeah, if you're trading the 4-hour time frame, that would be how you do it, right? I blew my account because of over trading and tips on where to put your stop loss. You have to have stop loss in logical places. I have a video directly talking about stop loss that no one seems to watch. All the questions you have, there are answers here. The video is literally called Stop Loss Placement Strategy. This stop loss strategy changed my Forex, which it did. So maybe that should help you. And then for over trading, be disciplined, guys. Have discipline. It's a skill you have to learn. Patience and discipline. Patience, the definition of patience is trying to find something to do in the meantime. That's all you have to do. And if you guys don't have that self-control, you need to go and do other things in life to build that self-control. Follow a meal plan. Go to the gym. You know? Get busy with something else. And if you can't do that, then guess what? You're just going to fail until you learn that skill. There's no magic. I can't say, okay, take this pill and you're going to have discipline tomorrow. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to build that. So stop sitting there, in excuses and sitting there saying like, oh, I don't have discipline. I can't build patience. You can. You're just mentally weak. You have to be stronger. Don't be a pussy, basically. Come on. Be disciplined. You're only causing more damage to your situation by not doing that. Lol, love, Jeet. Come on, man. We have a 5-minute close. We have no bottom wick on 1 hour and 30. Look at these guys. Full FOMO. Take it on the 5. Let's see how it goes. Take it, everyone. Where are you going to put stop on the 5? Run it right below where there's no bottom wick. And then target what? 5 pips? Well, you would take a break of the high. So you're going to target 2 pips. Not the best. Better to wait above here. CPI is coming. CPI is not till, I think, tomorrow. No, that's PPI. Purchasing Price Index. Not CPI. It's different. Gold should be going down, yes. They're both different things, Kim. CPI is for the consumer. PPI is how much it costs to purchase as a purchaser. So like factories, how much raw materials and stuff like this. CPI is how much that costs. So PPI is a good indication of what CPI will come out. The only difference between CPI and PPI is that CPI considers also energy costs, right? Cost of living. So that's why they're a little bit different. What's my routine through the week? Same routine every day. Wake up, do cardio, eat my meals, then trade, then work, eat more meals, then work some more, then go to the gym, come back, work again, eat your meals, sleep, repeat. That's how it is, man. Drink water. But I mean, the routine is, of course, a little bit more interesting than that in between. But, that's the basis. I'm not going to sit here. Maybe I make a video on it. Because routine builds discipline. Without routine, there is no discipline. And without discipline, there is no routine. So I think that would be a good video if I was to make this. Where's your car now? What type of question is that? It's outside. Why? What would it be doing? It's flying in space. My car is flying in space. Just joking, Antonio. Don't cry. Just joking. Yeah, I said shorts make sense on GU below 222, 1.222206, something like that. What car do I drive? It's not relevant at the moment. I've answered that before. If you could use trading course in any other occupation, what would it be? Trading course in any other... What do you mean by that question? You drink your water yet? Yeah, I'm drinking. It's almost finished, this glass. We'll load it up now. Is your car your parents? No, I don't think my parents would buy a sportish car. And make it blacked out, tint the windows fully black. No. I'm new to it. What's the name of my strategies? Just trade price action, brother. Gold is going down right now. Well, you tell me, what do you think it's doing? What does it look like it's doing right now? Does it look like it's going up or does it look like it's going down? I was looking for the best strategy to trade CPI. You don't trade news. Wait till after the news and then take a position based on that. Looking at gold at 1855. Look, here's this bottom wick coming on the 1 hour. I think this is where it comes. Same as yesterday. I think 1855, yeah, perfect, man. I think that's, if it was to come down, that's where it makes sense to come down. Maybe small reaction here where we're at right now. It's possible, unless we close below it in 1 minute 30. Harry, make a video of your lifestyle. Yeah, we'll do more lifestyle vids, no problem. Do you ever take partial TP and hold positions multi-trade trend? Yes, I do that sometimes. There's a lot of entry setups. Is there any setup that is more simplified? Yeah, go watch my setup video. Yeah, here is that reaction from there. What's GJ doing? Making... Damn! There's your bottom wick. There is your bottom wick. Come on now. Where's Antonio? 5 minute closed above. Yalla, Antonio. 4 more in. No, I'm joking. Told you would make its bottom wick. Classic did the same yesterday. Maybe we get the sells below here today, you know. This could be the catalyst, break the high, and now we get the sells here. We will see. So yeah, Jason, what I recommend is you go to my channel and watch the 3 setups, right? My top 3 price action entries, and then just focus on setup number 1 if you want to keep it basic, and then add setup 2, add setup 3. You buy assets in case money collapses? I always buy assets anyways. That is my goal, you know? What's the name of the event? Whether or not Jerome Powell will raise interest rates or drop them? FOMC. They announced it in their meeting. And CPI is the inflation numbers. Did you ever lose while you started trading? Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Of course you lose when you started trading. Oh, here. Wow. Flash news, guys. Flash news. Bank of Japan contemplates raising fiscal year 2023 price outlook to near 3%. Interesting. Even financial juice spams. Let's go see if we can read a bit more about that. See if we can read a bit more about that. Damn, GJ's now just melting here. Melting because of the news. Still follow my plan though. This is not my move, so it's not missing anything. Yeah, this hasn't even updated. I want to read more about this. What was their last forecast with their price outlook? Interesting. Well, whatever it's done has brought strength into the yen. We've seen strength into the yen, so. Yeah, gold reacted off that 5-minute zone here. Yes. So for gold to continue down, needs to close below this 5-minute zone right here. Now if we see gold pull back and form a setup 3, that could be interesting for sales. Safer option. Very volatile here. Look, just gets picked up immediately. Wonder what spread is doing. Is spread jumping around now? Let's see. Yeah, spread is a little bit elevated. Yeah, it's jumping around a little bit. 0.8 to 1. Nah, it's stabilizing, then jumping, then stabilizing, then jumping a bit. Bro, I'm interested to join. Would you tell me how many pips you made in September month in the private Discord? I haven't calculated, but if you're joining just for pips, then you're not going to be welcome there because it's much more than that. It's much more than just about pips. So if you join, you're joining community, you're joining to progress, you're joining to get better, you're joining to learn. How can we read news in a proper way? Just understand what has happened and how that has impacted the market, right? Whenever there's news, we can all discuss it together. It's not a problem. People in Japan have been suffering and protests due to Bank of Japan as USD JPY reaches 100%, hurting local economy, daily lives of people. IG Reels? What is needed to join your community? You can sign up if that's something you're interested with. Gold closed below on the 5-minute? Yeah, but I have no structure. Where am I going to put stop loss, right? Even if it closed below, I have to run stop loss above all these highs, 42 pip stop loss. For me, it's not worth running a 42 pip stop loss. And running your stop loss above the 5-minute high here, not a good option because we have no structure. If this can flip and close above, that would be super interesting. How many lots do you usually use? Depends on my stop loss, but I range between, you know, 6 to 10. I live in Germany, but I've studied Grammar School of Dubai. Were you there, Harry? Grammar School of Dubai. No, I wasn't in Grammar School of Dubai, man. Ranger danger? Any tips for creating 4-hour candle bias, or do you have a video on your channel for this topic? Yes, I do have. Of course, I have videos on my about bias. You can check out the session bias video. Where is it? This is the mixed session bias. The normal, this one here, has a free indicator as well, right? Stop getting direction wrong in Forex. That's the session bias video. Best setup to grow a small account is consistency. Did you start risking 1%? Yes, when I first started trading, what's this called? I was risking 1%. Harry, make a video of your lifestyle and post it tomorrow. If you want to come here, film and edit for me and be able to do that, then come. You know, it's no problem. Thunderstorm on gold on 5. Let's see. No, that's closing too deep. Thunderstorm would be a weak candle close, right? This is a strong candle close. You need a weak candle close. Something like this, you know, a little bit weaker. That's a nice thunderstorm. This one here, weak candle close. Do I edit my videos or do I pay someone? No, I pay someone to edit my videos. I will come film and edit, just pay for my air ticket. Oh yeah, Joshua Wright Films. Yeah, you probably make a dope edit. We are posting more lifestyle content. Don't worry, that is coming. What is Thunderstorm setup? It's a special setup, guys. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. It's alright, man. We have a video on the Thunderstorm on the channel here. It's called My Favorite Price Action Entry, the Thunderstorm. You can go check it out on the channel. You see, guys, everything I give you for free. I didn't say buy my course to find out what it is. Thank you for being generous. All good, man. Did you be part of an NFT community before? Yes. I know, I was just in NFT groups, you know, when that was all hyped. $1.2K likes. Yeah, someone has botted us. I don't know why they want to do that. Doesn't make sense to me. So they've gone and bought likes for the stream for some reason, in order to try hurt it, obviously. It's just how some people are. Can't do anything about it. Obviously, it's not real. We have 700 viewers. It's not possible to have 1,300 likes. What's the difference of your subscription and the free video here? Oh, the subscription is updated weekly, and all of the things that are done in the exclusives, all of the videos are based on questions, so it's more Q&A. Those are recorded live, so you would be there live asking the question, and then if you didn't get something, we would explain it more. And there's a lot more content. There's just a lot more. Like, this is more in-depth stuff that I can't put on YouTube, because YouTube videos are like, you know, 12 minutes, 11 minutes, more just to give people the idea, because you have to cater to a wide audience. Where in the group on this stuff, I can go very specific, right? Like yesterday, I posted a video yesterday. Let's have a look here. About the setups here. Just setup number 5, just the video about, I have to refresh this. But like, this is 19 minutes just talking about the setups. And yesterday, just for setup number 5, the video was around 16 minutes, right? Look, you can have a look here. See when it loads. Here, look, 15 minutes for just setup number 5, right? So just to explain, setup number 5 is 15 minutes. That's the difference. And there's more topics like trading with news in NY, you know, all of these stuff. Trading when prices reach target, counter trend trading. And this is all stuff that people would not understand unless they have the flow and they can ask questions based on it, right? That's the difference, right? That's the difference. Is that people can ask questions based on the video they watch. Videos are just a guide. That's why no one can become profitable from a course. The main thing about having a group is you have a community. You can ask me direct questions. Now when the stream ends, the Zoom is open. Everyone is going to ask me questions if they have. Hey, what do you mean by this? Why did you do that? Why were you looking at this today? Why didn't you look at that? It will hurt your channel, Harry. Might even get a slight shadow ban. Yeah, then I can just do this. I can end stream and start a new one. So if that's the case, then I'll just do that. Do you use ATR or stop loss? I use stop loss. Yeah, this bot keeps liking the stream. Pretty annoying that someone has to take their time to do that. But anyways, that's just the level that some people are on. And I have a solution. And my solution is I'll just restart stream. So I'll catch you guys on the new stream. Join up to the new stream.